What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sharif here. I hope you guys are doing well. And today we're going to talk about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. The circus continues. What can I say? And as long as this continues, I'm going to be here talking and predicting, because based on the last fights that I predicted and talked about, I'm right more than the experts.
Stick around.
Kyle Sonnen, Ariel Helwani, Teddy Atlas. I'm talking to you. I've been more correct. So anyways, what is the baddest man on the planet doing right now?
And I do think that the older generation wants people to see Mike knock me out, but at the end of the day, I also have the kids, the middle schoolers, the high schoolers, the college students rooting for me and want to see me and Mike.
He's putting it all on the line, in my opinion. Like, this guy is potentially the best boxer to ever do it. Iron Mike Tyson. And he got lured in. There's a lot of money involved. He got lured in by Disney kid Jake Paul. Like, if Mike Tyson loses, well, you know what? Before we get into that, let's go through the categories to kind of try to analyze this thing. Let's try to get some kind of sane understanding of what will possibly happen July 20th when these two fighters meet. And yeah, at this point, Jake Paul is a fighter. Category number 1, numbers and skills.
To all the killers and the $100 billers. For real, niggas who ain't got no feelings.
Let's just come out and say it. The number that really matters in this fight, and that is age.
Frankly, you are too old to be fighting a guy who's 28.
Well, I'm beautiful.
Okay, because Mike Tyson is like 57. I think he'll be 58 by the time of the bout. In the martial arts, you know, as you age, they say that your skill and your knowledge increases. Okay, so we could say that, okay, Mike Tyson is more knowledgeable now. Maybe he won't make the same mistakes that he used to make in his youth, but the execution is not going to be the same as a young 26, 27-year-old. That's why Mike Tyson and Customato was such an amazing combo. You had the youth and the strength and the raw talent of Mike Tyson, and then you had the wisdom, the style, the analytics from Customato, this old man sitting on the ropes. Yeah, and like every boxing coach is based off of, in movies, is based off of Customato. He's like,
I'm doing great, but my body's right now. I'm sore. I'm really sore.
I think you're playing possum.
No, I wish.
is Jake Paul gonna be young and sprightly enough to beat wise but slower, potentially weaker Mike Tyson? That's the question that really matters here. One of the most striking effects of age is the involuntary loss of muscle mass, strength, and function, termed sarcopenia. Muscle mass decreases approximately 3 to 8% per decade after the age of 30, and this rate of decline is even higher after the age of 60. That said, Mike Tyson looks more jacked than he's ever looked. Will he be as flexible? Will his reflexes be there? I don't think so. Will he be getting as low as he used to get to like duck punches in his youth? I don't think so. But does he have the knowledge of basic boxing and the experience of, what is it, like 50 plus bouts to beat Jake Paul? Potentially. But Jake Paul's young, he's wealthy, he can afford amazing sparring partners, he can afford the best diet in the world, he can afford substances that won't get detected by any like committees who are trying to screen the fighters before the bout. So in terms of numbers, I think I would be being unfair if I didn't give it to Jake Paul. Jake Paul, you're the young man in this. You have cheated the game. You've rigged it. So good for you. You have the numbers in this fight. And that brings us to our next category, purpose.
How do we stop him?
Who wants it more, right? Look, I think Mike Tyson is past caring. I think that Mike Tyson just wants to provide for his family and make sure that he can stay in the mansion that he's living in and like just live the life that he's used to. I think that that's the only reason why he's here. There's no glory in beating Jake Paul. Who gives a damn? No one's gonna care. Jake Paul, on the other hand, if Jake Paul wins, hey, he's gonna go down as the guy who beat Mike Tyson in potentially the last fight that Mike Tyson ever had. If that's not purpose, I don't know what is. So yeah, purpose, we gotta give it to Jake Paul. And this brings us to the third category, mental strength.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Hey, I think that this category boils down to who the fighters are. Strip away the reputation, put them back in the beginning. Like, who are they when they're forming, you know? And Mike Tyson is a kid from the hood who's gonna snatch your mom's purse kind of guy. He used to like it, you know, I've watched everything there is to watch about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson used to beat people up on a dare for nothing. No money. Or very little money, like $5, you know, like just because he could. Jake Paul, on the other hand, he's a rich kid, he's a privileged kid, he's a Disney kid. That's who he is deep down. He's a kid who like got on the YouTube wave when it was good, and you know, he just like rode that, and he doesn't have to worry about money, to be honest. Like, he doesn't even have to do these fights. But mentally, is he as strong as Mike Tyson? No. Mike Tyson's been through hell. Mike Tyson, he's been through divorces. He's lost his greatest mentors. He's come back from nothing. You know, he was like bankrupt, came back. He's successful again. That takes a tremendous amount of mental strength. So in this category, you got to give it to Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson, you are mentally stronger than Jake Paul. Fourth category, greater good.
You're not just gonna let him die like that, are you?
My shoulder angel.
Don't listen to that guy. He's trying to lead you down the path of righteousness.
I think it says a lot that Jake Paul won't really fight people that are in his like proper age and weight category. I think that says a lot about your character. It says that you don't have the honesty, the humility to face things fairly, right? You gotta always be gaming the system, and that to me is not good. It goes back to Gandhi's 7 sins. It's like, you look at Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson, and you're like, how did you earn the right, the opportunity to fight Mike Tyson? It doesn't make sense. It's not fair. It's like seeing someone who's wealthy who's never worked for it. You know, it's like there's a feeling of like, brother, you know. So yeah, greater good. Mike Tyson worked extremely hard. Mike Tyson has a legacy and a reputation. For the greater good, I hope Mike Tyson wins. So I'm gonna give this one to Mike Tyson. Finally, professional opinions.
I am a surgeon! I am a surgeon!
I don't know. People are saying that Jake Paul should pull out, that it's crazy, that he could get killed. That's what Floyd Mayweather's saying. Let's just roll a bunch of clips.
There's nothing substantial to it. It's hollow. It's hollow. It can be profitable, but it's hollow. And I'm noticing a trend in young fighters coming up that are not even interested in competing in the amateur scene, or rising up to win a national title or a European title or strive for a world title, or even thinking about pro titles in the world game. Do you know what I'm saying? You need the gold on the waist. You need to etch your name on the belt.
Yeah, if Tyson's taking a dive, but if Tyson hits him, it's over.
apprehensions, but also made their predictions clear. Bellew and Joshua both backed Jake Paul as the probable victor, whereas Fury sees the bout as evenly matched. Tony Bellew expressed his concerns regarding the highly anticipated bout. In a recent statement, Bellew revealed his apprehensions about the significant age gap between the two fighters, and the potential risks associated with Tyson's return to the ring against a much younger opponent.
Yeah, when those professionals are thinking of Mike Tyson, they're thinking of young, legendary Mike Tyson, or they see like a 10-second clip of Mike Tyson hitting pads and they're like, oh man, Mike still got it. Mike is 58 years old, okay? He might still have the muscle mass. He does not have the flexibility, the reflexes. So yeah, the professionals think Mike Tyson's gonna kill Jake Paul, and it's possible. For me, in this case, I might know something you don't know. Do you know that Mike Tyson has asthma? Do you know that Mike Tyson used to ferociously come out and try to win in the first rounds of his fight because he didn't have the lungs or the cardio to keep up in the later round? Problems like asthma, they only get worse as you age, okay? So Mike still has asthma. He's smoking weed, which is not good for your lungs. Hey, I think that this could be a factor, a serious factor, combined with the age, combined with the lack of training, with the lack of fire and purpose. The fight is 8 rounds, 2 minutes, 14-ounce gloves. If Mike doesn't finish it in like the first 6 rounds, he could gas and get beat in round 7 or 8. That's all I'm gonna say there. That the asthma is a factor. Let's just not forget it. Okay. So to go back, numbers and skills, we give it to Jake. He's smarter. He's younger. I think that he played this correctly and he gets the numbers. Purpose, also giving it to Jake. Mental strength, you have to give it to Mike Tyson. Greater good, you got to give it to Mike Tyson. And I think that this is a factor. Like, people don't like to see the wrong thing happen, you know, and that, I know it's a weird category, but I think it matters. And professional opinions, they also give it to Mike Tyson. So based on this 5-category scheme here, we're giving it to Mike Tyson. But I will say with the caveat that if Mike is taken into late rounds with Jake Paul, just the fact that Jake is a young man who can box and can run and has cardio and he's healthy, Mike Tyson might be in trouble. But I still hope, and pray that Mike Tyson just finishes this guy off and ends it. But you know, another factor too is that these guys don't really hate each other, which is there's no hate, there's no real beef. It's all WWF, you know. It's all just an act. These guys are actors at this point at the press conference. Like, they've hung out, they've smoked weed and done drugs together. Like, they're buddies.
No, I really like Jake a lot, you know, but once he's in that ring, he has to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
Okay, Mike Tyson has probably given Jake Paul advice, and like, probably they've complimented each other. Mike Tyson has said many times that Jake Paul has done more for boxing than most fighters ever, and that's true. Tell me what you think. Am I just talking garbage here? I mean, look, I did choose the common opinion. Everyone's saying Mike Tyson's gonna win, and I think in this case they're correct. The only way Jake Paul wins is if he takes it into late rounds and gasses Mike Tyson out. So we'll see if that happens. Still, if Mike wins, I'll be back to gloat, because again, I'll get it right when experts got it wrong. Ariel Helwani, Kyle Sonnen, Teddy Atlas, like, all you guys are chumps. You know, I can't predict like me. All right, so I'll see you next time. Peace.